There are a lot of different races in Final Stand Remastered, and surprisingly, they are different from other Roblox Dragon Ball games. Alongside that, while I haven't played every race, they seem to be a lot of fun and pretty unique. So I'm going to explain every race to the best of my ability and possibly help you choose the best one for you. I'm going to go over a couple of different things, such as the stats they get per couple of levels, obtainable moves, forms that are obtainable, I can't really show them off though, and maybe give you an idea of how good every race is. Little disclaimer, it is possible I don't know everything, so please comment if I get something wrong or miss some information. And to note, most of the information here comes from other beta testers, so thank you to everyone that did help me out, and you guys will be in the description. Now I'm about to start, but there are timestamps for each race, so if you want to skip any of the races I do, you can just go straight to the timestamps and go directly to the one that you want to pick. Alright, so first I'm going to start off with human. Humans get 1 stat point in all attributes every 2 levels. They have access to 5 different forms as of right now. Kaioken times 2, 3, and 4. Max power, which is locked behind a boss. I actually don't know how to get that. And Mystic. The first human form is Kaioken, which is unlocked at level 25. The next is at level 60. And then the one after that is times 4 at level 100. I'm going to just tell you right now, mastering these forms is nearly impossible, and their practicality in PvE is non-existent. Just use base, please. Unless you're a masochist, because you do not get Zenkais for using the Kaioken forms at all. And they last for about 5-second stops unmastered. What I will say is that you can dish out a lot of damage in a short amount of time as long as you don't get hit. Max power is still a mystery to me, like I said before, so I'll go straight to Mystic after this one. And Mystic is unlocked at level 153. And it is the best form in the game, apparently, via other beta testers. It's also pretty good with energy consumption too, so you can note that, and you could probably use it longer than Kaioken. Absolutely. Next, another neat boon for humans is if you go under the other tab, there is a move called Inspire. That allows you to boost nearby party members, their health and ki. Now, overall, in my opinion, human is a pretty good race. It can deal a lot of damage in short periods of time, but PvE, as of right now, I do not recommend picking human. Especially if you don't just plan to go inside of the game fresh out of the womb and then just start attacking players. Now for Saiyans, they get 1 stat point in all attributes every 3 levels, making them the weakest base form of all other races. As of right now, they have access to 4 different forms: Super Saiyan, SSJ Grade 2, Super Saiyan 2, and SSJ 3. The first form is unlocked at level 50, and then shortly after that is at level 65, you unlock Grade 2, and at level 100, they unlock SSJ 2. Lastly, at level 150, you'll get Super Saiyan 3. Out of all of the races, as of now, Saiyans are considered the weakest, like I said before, but in my opinion, the forms are pretty decent, and I'm pretty sure they give the best stat boost without many drawbacks. One special skill Saiyans get is under the other tab. It's called the Rage, and it costs like 10k zenny, and it sets your health to 0 while draining your XP bar, making you unkillable for 30 seconds. Now, in my opinion, this is actually pretty good, kinda, because if your XP bar is already near empty, you lose nothing. So hey, use it at your own discretion. Overall, I can't see a reason to use this race other than the forms, but if you want to be a Saiyan, go for it. On to droids. Androids get a stat point in all attributes every level to compensate for the fact that they have no forms, although they have quite a bit of race passives. such as androids get passive HbRaijin. They can't be key sense, so good luck if one begins bounty hunting you. And at level 60, they get access to a move called Key Drain. You grab your target, drain their key, and then throw them away. This move is crazy because if you drain enough key, you could outright just knock somebody out of their form. Androids also get access to a defense move dropped from the Android raid, but I have no clue how it works. And lastly, androids have the same key move cancellation effect on their charge as the last final stand. Overall, androids completely counter key builds, making them one of the best races in the game, and in my opinion, forcing people to de-transform is a win condition. Next up, Namekians. Namekians get a stat point in all attributes every 2 levels, which is pretty standard. They currently have a total of 4 obtainable forms, or at least 3 forms and 1 broken regeneration skill. The regeneration skill in question they unlock at level 30, and the user rips off their arm and regens it alongside a portion of their health. You can also defy death with this, so yeah. Next is Potential Unleash, unlocked at level 70, which is the first form. The next is Ultimate Namekian, which is unlocked at level 145. That's pretty close to max. The last form is Giant Namekian, which is obtainable via Lord Slug World event. He drops it. Namekians also get access to a couple of different skills. The first is Gum Gum Pistol, which is just the Namekian arm extend, and it's unlocked at level 12 for 1000 Zenny. The next is Gum Gum Bazooka, unlocked at level 60 for 9000 Zenny. These two are both melee skills, and then the next 2 are under the other tab. The first is Focus Antennae, or Antenna, I don't even know. You spectate the user of the key you are focused on, so basically you turn into a creep. This is unlocked at level 10 for 500 Zenny. They also get access to Inspire at level 20 for 10k Zenny, a move that I mentioned earlier. The humans also have it. Overall, Namekians get a hefty amount of exclusive skills, and the trade-off is late transformations, which are okay, but the race definitely shines without them. Next, Majins. Majins receive 1 stat point in all attributes every 2 levels. Again, pretty standard, but as a Majin, you only get access to 1 low-level form, if you can even call it low-level. This is Purification, and you unlock this at level 110 for 10,000 Zenny. It's pretty good for what it is, but what actually justifies this lack of forms is the sheer amount of skills Majins get. You've probably noticed the reform for level 30 is also under the form tab. This is actually similar to the regeneration skill that Namekians get. Actually, no, never mind. This is broken in its own way. Reform allows the player to passively break pieces of themselves off for taking damage and then recall those pieces for HP and key. Like I said, this is broken. Now, they also get access to Gum Gum Pistol and Bazooka, which are both melee skills that the Namekians also get. Now, if you go under the other tab, you'll see they also get access to the Rage skill, which is pretty cool and also very broken. Lastly, they also get access to a Majin exclusive skill, which is called Absorb, at level 60 for 5k Zenny. The user throws a piece of themselves at the target, and it either stuns or absorbs them, depending on the HP. With this skill, you can also absorb dead enemies. So it's safe to say Majins are probably one of the best races in the game. And if you're still on the fence about picking this race, well, Majins also can't be ragdolled. So anybody that's trying to do a ragdoll combo on you, or a combo that relies on you being ragdolled, yeah, that can't happen. GG's. Next, Next up, Friezas. Friezas get 1 stat point in all attributes every 2 levels. They currently have access to 3 different forms: second form, third form, and final form. Second is unlocked at level 50 for 5k Zenny, third is unlocked at level 100 for 10k Zenny, and final is unlocked at level 150 for also 10k Zenny. While the form boosts aren't that great, the Frieza race is honestly amazing because they can just stay in form forever. Other races de-transform after hitting 0 key. Well, Friezas, they just don't. They also get beefed up key blast and key damage, I believe. Again, I can be wrong. This actually makes them the best race in the game for many. And I honestly kind of agree, considering the infinite form and buff key. While they don't have like a hefty buff sheet like androids, they are practically unstoppable. Lastly, JIRENs. I'm not gonna go over aliens in this video because the video is getting a little bit too long, but if you want me to go over aliens, please comment that and I'll make a video shortly. Alright, so JIRENs receive 1 stat point in all attributes every 2 levels like most of the other races, and they currently have 3 unlockable forms. Emotion at level 50 for 5k Zenny, half emotion at level 100 for 5k Zenny, and full emotion at level 150 for 10k Zenny. Excuse me. Similar to Frieza forms, JIREN has a gimmick, but it also has a couple of problems. All the JIREN forms have pretty low stat buffs, and the passives are a hit or miss. All the forms increase damage and defense when player is low, as one of the passives, and for the second, it's only given to emotion and full emotion. It's a passive called key health. Once all of your health is gone or depleted, your key becomes your health. The blaring problem with this is the fact by the time your HP hits 0, you probably won't have any key either, making this effective at being useless. The full emotion form also gets a passive called Key Fist, which gives hyper armor on M2s. Lastly, JIRENs get access to the Rage skill, which does not make up for this race's drawbacks. Overall, I would not recommend picking this one. Probably don't, unless you're a masochist, like humans. Thank you. Those are all the races I'm going to go over for today. If you do want to see an alien video, I'll absolutely make that. You just have to drop a comment and possibly like and subscribe. Maybe? Cool? Okay. If you don't, that's alright. Just watch the next guide.